I'm Marolt and welcome to week 5 of the PCL season 3. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be another post-commentated battle. Why? Because first of all, it was like an 80-turn battle, right? It was very long. Second, my head kind of started hurting in the middle of it, and not like hurting, but as if I were shot in the head. It was actually extremely painful, which made me make some awful plays. But yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm not trying to look for like excuses or anything. Yeah, and because of that, my commentary was also extremely bad. There was no. It was bad. Okay, just that. It was bad. So yeah, this team, Ralts Sociedad, a Spanish team with the coach Isu. Isu was actually the champion of season 2. So he's a very good player. We can look here. No, we can look here. RS. There we go. So this is their team, right? Mega Ampharos, Weavile. You can see them here. Nope, you can't. Okay. So Mega Ampharos, Karmary, Weavile, Mienshao, Azov, Marowak, Alolan Marowak, Porygon 2, Serena, Quagsire, Aromatisse, and Haunter. So going into the game, wait, where's my Showdown? There's my Showdown. This was the team I brought, right? Because yeah, I don't know why. If I had Heatwave on my Pidgeot, everything would be so much easier. But I didn't, and I don't really know why I didn't have it, right? So this was just bad prep on my part, but I did have like enough speed to outspeed max speed Azov with 8 in special defense, so the Porygon would get a attack raise from my Pidgeot, not the special attack, right, from the download. So Hurricane hits, I thought that Hurricane hits his whole team except for the Mega Ampharos, which he didn't bring. I don't know why he didn't bring it. And this Skarmory, right? And the Skarmory, I had my Magnet on here to trap it. Especially defensive, again, just enough to 227 and 226, just enough for the Porygon to get a special attack raise. So I was really prepared for the Porygon, right, to get a special attack raise. I mean, to get an attack raise, and the rest in special attack. Yeah. So especially defensive, Sylveon, Heal Bell, Wish, Protect, and Hyper Voice. Honestly, he couldn't touch my Sylveon. He's looking at his whole team. Let's see here. There's nothing he can do right with to touch my Sylveon, except for the Alolan Marowak. That does decent damage, right? So I mean, I don't know how I played. Honestly, I'm extremely upset. I played poorly, but I still won, right? Spoiler alert, I still won the game. So we are now currently 5-0. But I was after finishing the game, I was kind of angry. I was upset with how I played. It was horrible, actually, in my opinion. But you know, I mean, yeah, I didn't play the way I should. So anyway, we have specially defensive Chica here, the Sylveon. In the end, he couldn't touch my Sylveon, and I was here. Okay, so here I was predicting him to bring Shed Shell Skarmory, right? But I still wanted to trap it, and I had Toxic on it, which in one of the plays I clicked Toxic when Skarmory was in, right? So I predicted the Shed Shell correctly, and he switched out. So looking back at that, I should have probably expected it and shouldn't even have Magnet Ball, right? So Sturdy, maybe, no, not Sturdy. I don't know. I mean, I clicked Toxic. Also, Volt Switch would have definitely been the better play. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, So we have here physically, we had physically defensive GlitcxCity. This is my main Marowak check, right? Physically defensive with, he can't knock me out with 2 flare blitzes after poison heal, and well, if I knock off, it's a thick club. If I knock off, it's thick club. Yeah, he can't kill me, and I have rocks, taunt, and knock off. But as you'll see, I just in the beginning of the game, I decided to sack my, not really sack it, I don't know what, it was somewhat of a misclick, or yeah, it was somewhat of a misclick, and I because I saw, I mean, I talked to myself, I was saying against the Porygon, okay, so he goes for Thunderbolt or Ice Beam, right? And I was hovering over with my mouse over my GlitcxCity. If he goes for Thunderbolt, GlitcxCity is going to be an excellent switch in. If he goes for an Ice Beam, however, toof, and I clicked it, and there my GlitcxCity was gone, and so the Marowak turned out to be a huge problem, right? I mean, and I did the same with my. Okay, so we had next, yeah, Marolt, kind of a support set, max speed, max HP. I mean, enough speed to outspeed a Mienshao with Roost, Defog, and Toxic Dragon Pulse. Yeah. I mean, I should have kept it around. I should have kept the Defog. I don't know. I don't honestly even know what I did. I can't remember because today is the day after. And finally, we have physically defensive Arcanine for the Mienshao, for the basically for anything, right? For the Skarmory to Weavile, for the Weavile and the Mienshao, somewhat Marowak, but I thought he was gonna have Bone Meringue, which it turned out he didn't. And my hair's all kind of messed up. It's kind of early in the morning, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, so I'm honestly very disappointed with how I played, but anyway, so here's, let's have a look. Let's have a look, right? So let's turn the music off first. See, leading, I mean, I didn't see the Ampharos, which is why I saw, oh no, the Latios died to Pursuit, yeah, but it was banded, so there's nothing I could have done. Okay, so let's switch the position, so let's play. Right, I lead with GlitcxCity. This was my plan, yeah, to get up rocks. I taunt this Skarmory because I know he's gonna want to set up his own, and now I set up my rocks. And see, first I didn't know what the Quagsire wants to do. I switch out into my Emerald, kind of a safe play, burns. It doesn't really matter because I have Roost and leftovers. And he switches into the Serena. I throw off a Toxic. I missed the first time, and this gives him a Rapid Spin. I mean, I'm here. I'm pretty sure Arcanine is a safe switch if he wants to Rapid Spin, yeah, as he does. And here I know I'm gonna want to throw off a Toxic as he switches out into the Quagsire. That lands, and see, I didn't know what the Quagsire wanted to do to me, so I just kind of switched back into the Latios. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. And here I pull a double, I actually expected the Skarmory here, but no. And see, if I had Volt Switch here, I just throw off a Toxic, another one, because it was extremely passive, right? My team was extremely passive, except for the Mega Pidgeot, which, yeah, he traces big pegs, I Mega Evolve, I go for the Hurricane, and I see that's decent damage, right? And I switch out, U-turn into Magneton, he recovers here, and see, Marowak, Toxic, I expected the Marowak again, I Toxic, and here I go into my GlitcxCity, I'm pretty sure, yep, he throws off a Shadow Bone, you can see that that doesn't do too much, and I knock off here, right? Yeah, I do knock off because I want to get rid of the Thick Club on the Marowak. And see here, I didn't know what this Serena wanted to do, right? Because I didn't know what its set was. If I knew it from the beginning, I should have switched out into my straight into my Pidgeot right here. Which I don't know, did I do that? Maybe I did. Okay, I did. So it had Rapid Spin, Aromatherapy, U-Turn, and Synthesis. And I just throw off a Hurricane again, and I U-Turn out because, no, I Toxic here as he recovers, and I see, okay, now here comes the play. See, he recovers, and now I see, okay, so he goes for Thunderbolt or Ice Beam, and this is where I hover over my Gliscor, and I U-Turn out into it, and Ice Beam just poof destroys me. And this was I was super upset about this. Oh yeah, this was honestly extremely bad. I had my Magneton, right? I had my Magneton, it couldn't touch me. I was specially defensive, somewhat specially defensive. And here I throw off a Hurricane, 26 it does. So I don't see the leftovers, right? Here I'm pretty certain that it is a Shed Shell variant. He sets up his rocks, he switches out, and I throw off a Toxic here, predicting him to want to switch out because I predicted the Shed Shell, right? So well played, yeah, well played. It was kind of well played, and here I wanted to defog. I wanted to get the rocks off my field. I defog. He U-turns. He reveals his final move, I'm pretty sure, as U-turn, and my my Latios is here gone because he has Pursuit. If I stayed in, it killed. If I switched out, it killed. So I mean, he got me there. There's nothing I could have done here, like, right? So this was kind of well played on his part. It was obvious, but inevitable. Yep. And here I just throw off a Flare Blitz and a Toxic because I know he can't do anything. And Shadow Bone is not a contact move, which is kind of weird. Yeah, but I mean, I think he should have taken the Rocket Helmet damage. Okay, so here, what's happening here? He reveals the rest, right? And the Sleep Talk. And all I've seen so far is Shadow Bone. And because there's, my Gliscor is dead due to a misclick, I can't do anything, right? This is such a problem now. Because this is actually a brilliant set. So Isu did a really good job. Rest, Sleep Talk, Fire Punch, and Shadow Bone, right? It destroys my whole team. Well, except for the Gliscor, which is already dead. So Sleep Talk, Shadow Bone, I Morning Sun up. I should have switched out into my Pidgeot probably, because I should have been more aggressive, right? Because here he's just gonna Shadow Bone, Shadow Bone, Shadow Bone, and now I switch into my Burgess. Yep, get him on the Shadow Bone, and I Hurricane here. So here I see that he is in range of Heat Wave, right? So he was in range of Heat Wave, so I could honestly see him doubling out, right? Which, I mean, maybe he could have done it, maybe he couldn't. I could, honestly, if I were him, I would have doubled out into the what? Into the what? No, into the Porygon, right? And then Ice Beam straight away. Yeah, into the Porygon, double into the Porygon would have been here what I would make. But I guess he doesn't do that. So I just decided to go for another Hurricane, right? And I get some hacks, I confuse him, and he hits himself in confusion, which is, yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was kind of annoying. See, but I expected the no guard. I mean, the Porygon switching in. He could have taken the confusion plus Heat Wave. I mean, the Heat Wave plus Hurricane, right? So so it wasn't that stupid if I just went for the Hurricane on another Hurricane on the Skarmory. But this was kind of a big deal. I feel like. And here I protect to scout out Icicle Crash. I'm pretty sure he's banded Weavile by now. No, I find out here, right? Because he does 14%. That lets me know that I'm banded, that he's banded. Okay, and here he's gonna want to switch out. I throw off a Flash Cannon. I do, okay, and I should have either here Volt switched or switched out straight up into my Pidgeot, right? Because yeah, I should have switched out straight into my Pidgeot and claimed the kill, because Skarmory is low, if it's at 12%. This Marowak doesn't take it, Weavile doesn't want to switch in, and same with Quagsire, right? Come on, Quagsire. Hey, ooh. Yeah, it's at 87. He's gonna Aromatherapy. I don't know why I didn't switch into my... I don't know why I wanted to pass. Yeah, no, okay, I remember now. I see. After knowing that the Weavile is banded, I really wanted to pass a wish back into my Arcanine because I wanted it healthy for that. So he goes into his Skarmory, and I was contemplating here: do I switch out or do I stay in? Because honestly, if I were Isu, I wouldn't let the wish pass. But Isu decides to set up his rocks, which again it's alright, but well, yeah. So here's what happens, right? He goes for here we go again. He goes for Shadow Bone. He should have taken Auto Rock Helmet. I don't know why Shadow Bone is not a contact move. He goes for the Fire Punch, predicting me to want to switch out into the Pidgeot, Flare Blitz, and he rests here. So here's what happens here. I go straight into my Burgess, right? As he gets Sleep Talk, I'm pretty sure, no, rest, okay? And I throw off a Hurricane. So this leads me to believe his max HP, and a Fire Punch crit didn't matter. But actually here, I think it would be better for him. No, why would he? He said later on that it would be better for him if he got Shadow Bone or Sleep Talk or Rest. And I don't really know. No, Sleep Talk, Rest or Shadow Bone. I don't really see why. Because if he did, he got a free switch into his Weavile, but I would have just protected. I don't know why. He said, honestly, I think it's better for him that he got freaking what's it called? That he got Fire Punch. It's better for him because he killed my Burgess. If he didn't, he would go into the Weavile. I would just protect to scout out. If he goes for Icicle Crash or Ice Shard, I would have switched out into my Arcanine or Magneton. If he went for knockoff, Chica would be the play. If Poison Jab, because I knew he was banded. So I don't know. If you're watching this, let me know why do you think that was better for you? But anyway, I go into my Chica and kill off the Marowak with Hyper Voice. So the biggest problem is gone, right? So he goes into Skarmory, he taunts. I should have just Hyper Voiced there and then, but I don't know why I didn't do that. So he Thunderbolts. I switch out into my Chica again. Now I know his full set: U-turn, Synthesis, Rapid Spin, and Aromatherapy. So I don't know why he switched out. And here's where the stall begins, right? And my head was, I forgot to say this, but my head was kind of, I just wanted to forfeit right here because it just destroyed me. It's okay, but that doesn't matter, right? Anyway, I throw off a Hyper Voice, he throws off a Scald, Toxics me, I have Heal Bell, so the stall war just kind of began here. A crit would have knocked him out, he has Recover, and here I show off Heal Bell. And looking from this, the Quagsire can't Toxic me. So here I'm hoping for the burn, because the burn is better than Toxic. No burn. I Hyper Voice, he Toxics again, I'm gonna Heal Bell that off. So we can kind of, next turn, Wish, he taunts as I Heal Bell, Hyper Voice, so this was kind of a turn. So he recovers, I Heal Bell here as he switches out, and he taunts me with his Skarmory, and I just throw off a Hyper Voice, killing it, right? So Sylveon puts in work. He predicted me to probably Wish, or now I'm pretty sure he can't touch my Magneton. I switch on the, so I guess I didn't play it that badly. Now did I watch it back? But also he was running out of aromatherapies, right? I don't know. He's probably at he has 3 left, I think. and I just spam toxic here because he can't touch me, right? All he can do is U-turn out. So spamming toxic was the play to make here, and yeah, I just spam toxic. If he had to switch out or well, aromatherapy, meaning that he had to switch out, or aromatherapy, meaning that he would only have 2 left. And yeah, basically I win that battle. He can't touch my Magneton. Well, with the Serena, he pretty much can't touch any of my Pokemon. But anyway, so Scald, still no burn, switches out into the Serena. I wish, here I started passing some wishes, first into the Arcanine, after Rocks. He can't touch me, he can U-turn out, he decides to aromatherapy. I get the wish back, which is great for me. So I saved the Arcanine. This is taking forever. He U-turns out, okay, so predicting, or I don't know what he did. So here I go Arcanine, yeah, right, I get knocked off, Intimidate, yep, knocks off, and I can take another one, so he switches out, I just Toxic, right, Toxic again, because if he wants the aromatherapy, he's gonna want to switch out into the Serena again, and he only has 2 toxics, I mean 2 aromatherapies left. So he throws off his Scald. I see here that it's safe to go into Chica. Burn finally happens, and this is where it's pretty much GG, right? I will not heal Bell off the burn. I have no reason to. I can just wish and pass into my Magneton again, or my Arcanine here, so he can't touch me. Yeah, I want my Magneton healthy, which is why I switched it out here. Poof, and see, Quagsire just gives me the switch into Sylveon every time. And yeah, Isu acknowledges he acknowledged that he lost already because he can't really break through my Chica. So I wish here I protect just in case. Well, not. See, this was an important turn of events, right? I should have switched out into my Magneton or anything, but I decided to stay in, and this was just kind of salt in the wound for Isu. He misses the Icicle Crash. I already saw the flinch, but Sylveon picking up 3 kills, and Isu was he was a good sport here, and he forfeited. He didn't want to stall out. Yeah, so not really the best game in my opinion. But hey, it's a win. That counts as a 3-0, I think, in our favor, or is it 5-0, or is it 4-0? Let's see here. Week 6, week 5 is this week 5, and where are we? There we are. So 3-0. Yeah, it's a 3-0 in our favor. Because let's say the Sylveon would have killed them both. Yeah, both off. But anyway, I mean, yeah, as I said, I'm not really thrilled about how this game went. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But yeah, that's it. We are currently 5-0, 5 wins, 0 losses. Not the proudest victory of my of this season. But yeah, I don't know. I'll prepare better for the next week. And I'm sorry, Isu, for kind of. I'm pretty sure he's not too happy about it either. But yeah, that's how it goes, you know. Sometimes. I shouldn't have. I definitely. The Gliscor play was so stupid, and yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, be sure to leave a like down below. Oh, also one thing I forgot to mention. I traded Garbodor for Gothorita. Here, I don't know if you see. I have week 6. This was week 6, right? Week 6. I traded Garbodor for the Gothorita. I have a plan, so yeah, just know that now we have a Gothorita here, and if I Oh, come on now. Really? No, no. This. If I move myself here, okay, you can see the baby goth girl right there. Anyway, that's it for this video. Kind of long, I think. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below. We're battling Captain Funk next time and the Oregon Golducks, so be sure to watch that. Share it to your friends, that's always appreciated. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. And yeah, well, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Okay. Bye bye.